Jeremiah 29:11 reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future." I feel like I'm living that plan out. I feel like the things that happen to us in life, they're not designed to stop us. They're designed to reposition us so we can come in contact with what God really has for us. And so everything that I do, man, I do it to honor God because I feel like God gave me a second chance at life. And so I feel like I'm doing what God put me on this earth to do. You see, my mother had me when she was 15 years old, right? Over on the east side of Atlanta, we came up in this neighborhood by the name of Kirkwood, drug dealer on every corner, gang members in the neighborhood, 2-bedroom home, 14 people, used to sleep on the floor. Got the opportunity to sleep in the bed one time out of the week. It was 6 of us in the bed, 3 at the foot, 3 at the head. And I came up with this dream pretty quick. I said, man, I want to go to the NFL because I had 8 uncles in that house, all 8 of which are still going in and out of prison. And so pretty quick, I said, man, I want to go to the NFL. So I went to my big cousin Tamar one night. I said, man, listen, I want to go to the NFL, so we got to work for this thing. So the thing we're going to do every night, we're going to be patient. We're going to engage in consistent action. Every night, we're going to race light pole to light pole with no shoes. So every night we would get out in the street, race light pole to light pole. One night a coach came down the street. He signed me and my cousins up for organized sports, right? First time being in organized sports. We get in organized sports. The thing was, after practice, everybody would leave to go home. And I always had to sit on a bench and wait on my mother because she worked that window. And so when my mother would show up in the park, it would be about 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night. So I'm sitting there, and when my mother would pull up, she drove an old Buick Regal, hubcaps off the car, seats torn up, the car was all beat up. And she would pull up in the park 10:30 at night. I would jump off the bench. I would sprint over to my mother. I would say, Mom, if you don't mind, can you please sit back in your car and turn on your car lights? I have to do some extra drills. I have to go to the NFL. She would never have to work another day in your life. And I knew my mother was tired. And every night, my mother would sit back in that car, and those car lights would hit that field, and he had a 7-year-old kid doing backpedaling drills, running sprints, running laps, chasing his dream to go to the NFL. But just beyond those car lights, I could always connect with my mother's eyes, so it made me dig a little bit deeper. It made me push myself a little bit further. It made me work a little bit harder. It created a certain level of sweat equity in what I was doing. It created a certain level of pride. And so I went to Crim High School, one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia. Dropout rate higher than the graduation rate. People didn't go to college. I went to Crim my first day. I walked through the doors. A metal detector cop said, "What's your plan, little man?" I said, "My plan is to go D1. He said, "Nah, you'll probably end up in cell block D1. I said, "Nah, you got the wrong guy." He said, "Nah, you'll probably end up in cell block D1. I said, "Nah, you got the wrong guy." After my freshman year, my mother and father both came to me and they said, "Inky, we're transferring you from this place. You got a scholarship at Tucker High School." They said, "All you have to do is come and play your next 3 years. They guarantee you a scholarship to Georgia." I said, "Please, leave me at one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia. I can get a scholarship from this place. Son, nobody goes to college from there. Please, let me stay here. I can make it from this place." They transferred me anyway. First football game, tore the ligaments in my ankle, out for the season, ended up in a wheelchair. Went back to my parents, "Will you please transfer me back to one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia?" My pastor said, "Inky, you really want to go there?" I said, "Please transfer me back there. I need to go back there." And so the summer going into my senior year, we got blessed with a new coach. He came to me. I was done with football. He said, "Man, please come and work out for me. Just do one workout for me." I said, "Okay, coach, I'll come out. I'll work out." I ran a 40-yard dash. I did some cone drills. He came up to me after the workout. He said, "Son, what college do you want to go to?" I said, "Man, I just want to go D1. He said, "No, you're not hearing me, son. What college do you want to go to?" I said, "Man, I just want to go D1. He said, "After the first couple of games, we'll put together a tape and we'll see what happens." After the first 2 games, I had 9 touchdowns. It was all she wrote from there. And I'll never forget the day the University of Tennessee came in and a coach took a chance on me. He sat down with me and he said, "Son, I want to offer you a full scholarship to the University of Tennessee." It was so crazy. I responded and I told him, "I'm coming." And he laughed. He said, "Son, I don't even think you understand how the whole process works." I said, "No, I don't think you understand." I said, "You're talking to a kid that comes from a 2-bedroom home, 14 people. You're talking to a kid that every morning when I caught the bus, I would race to be the first one at the bus stop, and I would be standing there shaking my book bag and my jackets out to make sure there were no roaches and rats. So when I tell you I am coming, I am coming. You don't even have to waste the university's money. I don't have to see the campus. I don't have to see the city. You offer me a scholarship, I'm coming."
He said, yeah, Ink, but I still want you to take an official visit. I agreed. I went up on a Friday night. I'll never forget, they took me to Calhoun's on the River. It's a restaurant in Knoxville, Tennessee. We come out, we got a host, right? And so the job of a host, they're supposed to show you a great time on campus, take you to parties, make you fall in love with the place. And so I come out with my host, and he said, Ink, there's a sorority party, there's a barbecue, and there's a basketball game. Which one would you like to go to? I said, man, if you don't mind, can you take me to my hotel? We pull up to the hotel, I'm getting out of the car. He said, wait, are you sick? I said, no, I'm not sick. You see, what my host didn't understand, that night at the Marriott, that was my first time standing in bed by myself. Think I cared about a sorority party? Think I cared about a barbecue or a basketball game? But the next day when I saw that coach, I thanked him, and I still do this until this day when I see him. I said, thank you, not only for changing my life, but changing a whole generation's life that you don't even know you touch. So when I got back to Kirkwood, I went to everybody that told me I wouldn't make it. I went to that cop in that lunchroom, and I said, I told you, you had the wrong guy. So now everybody's response was, Ink, why did you fight so hard to come back to Quim High School? You had a guaranteed scholarship across town at one of the top programs. Why did you fight to come back where the dropout rate was higher than the graduation rate, son? Why did you fight to come back to this place? And I said, you guys are missing a boat. And the thing that people didn't understand, the reason I had that decision and choice to make, it wasn't about Inky Johnson. Every night I slept on that floor with those roaches and rats. I had 3 little cousins that slept on that same floor as me. And you know what happened? When I went to college, you know what all 3 of them, I was the first one in my family to go to college. You know what all 3 of my little cousins did? Man, I don't have to sell dope. I don't have to join a gang. I don't have to end up in prison. I don't have to end up dead. All 3 of them got up off of the same floor, went to college and graduated, and now they serve in the Army. That is why I went back to Quim High School. Had nothing to do with me. If every decision and choice you make is just about you, at a certain point you're gonna hit something that's a lot tougher than you, that's gonna make you quit because you don't have a driving force for why you do what you do. But when I got up to the University of Tennessee, it was simple. It was simple for me to give everything I had. My freshman year, I played special teams. My sophomore season, I broke the starting lineup, had a really strong sophomore season. The summer heading into my junior year, I still remember the day where I was sitting in our film room and I was watching film on the California Bears. My defensive backs coach, Larry Slade, came in the room. He said, Inky, I got some good news for you. I dropped the clicker. I said, what is it? He said, man, you're a projected top 30 draft pick, son. He said, all you have to do is play the next 10 football games. You're an automatic multimillionaire. I went out of the room. I called my mother and my grandmother on the 3-way. I said, after this season, there will be no more struggle. I said, we would never miss another meal. I said, we would never experience another Christmas where we had to stand on the side of the curb and just be grateful. And I hung it up. First football game, I went out, played great, got an interception, shut Cal down. Second game, we playing against Air Force, got late in the game, fourth quarter, guy dropped back, he threw the ball to a receiver coming down my sideline. Me and the guy, we went head on. As soon as I hit the guy, I felt as if every breath of my body left. Body went completely limp, fell to the ground, I blacked out. Never happened to me before. When my eyes opened, I'll never forget, my teammates ran over, they said, Ink, get up, let's go. I said, I can't. I said, I can't move. He said, what do you mean you can't move? You're out lockdown corner, man, we need you, let's go. I said, I know, man, but this time I can't move. I flipped my head up to the sky, I said, God, I said, surely nothing has happened in this moment that can alter my life. They got me over to the hospital, they took me back, they ran CAT scans, they brought me back into my room, and all in a 15-second time frame, the doctor came running in from the opposite side. He said, hey, get in there, we gotta rush this guy back to emergency surgery, he's about to die. I said, what? He said, son, you have busted up subclavian artery in your chest, you're bleeding internally, we have to rush you back, take the main vein out of your left leg, plug it into your chest in order to save your life. When I opened my eyes from recovery, the same doctor was over me. He said, son, had some good news and some bad news for you. I said, you got some bad news for me? I had to tell him I was about to die. I'm still alive. How bad can it get? I'm still here. He said, the good news is we saved your life. I said, thank you, sir. He said, the bad news is, Ink, you have nerve damage in your right shoulder. I said, okay, cool. He said, but son, it's a strong possibility that you probably can never play the game of football again in your life. I said, no way. I said, no disrespect to you, Doc, but I've been working for this ever since I was 7 years old. I said, no disrespect to you, Doc, but you wasn't in the park with me and my mother when I was 7 years old and she was sitting in that Buick Regal that she got done working at Wendy's. No disrespect to you, Doc, but you didn't come up in that 2-bedroom home, 14 people sleeping on the floor. No disrespect to you, Doc, but you didn't miss those meals and stay focused and never made an excuse. I never cheated. I never cheated. Like my conscience still until this day won't let me, like I can't cheat. I can't look myself in the mirror and say, Ink, you did a good job, knowing that I cheated. I can't cheat. One of the greatest pieces of advice that my mother gave me was this: son, whenever you start, you make sure you finish it. And the problem with the world today, people get involved with things, and if they don't like a certain person, if they don't like the process, if it's not what they thought it was, they quit. And what they don't understand about quitting becomes a habit that doesn't just affect you. Later on in life, when you get a wife and you get some kids or you get a family, it's going to come back to hunt you, and it will one day affect them. That is why I tell you the process is more important than the product. It's not even about the outcome for me. It's about, can you take pride in what you do as an individual, and every night when you look in the mirror, knowing that you gave everything you had to it. And we have to get to the point where we're willing to impose our will on certain things. Impose your will on it. My life totally changed. And they gave me an opportunity to stop. And most people, when you give them an opportunity to stop while they're chasing something, they take advantage of it because they feel as if, man, why did this have to happen to me? I felt as if, why not me? This is the perfect opportunity to use this to be a blessing to somebody else. And you know what? It's not even about me to be truthful. It's not even about me. Now it's about repaying the people that invested in me and saw something in me when I couldn't see it in myself. At a certain point in life, it can't just be about you. And the moment that we understand that, and every day we wake up, we understand that life is a blessing and life is a gift. And if you were to check out today, how would you want to be remembered? It's bigger than you. And no money doesn't have to be attached to it. It's about learning to work from the inside out in life and not from the outside in. When you work from the inside out in life, you understand your why, you understand your how, and you understand your what.
Winners never quit, but a quitter it is on. This is your boy Dante Taylor. Yes, that's me right there. And it is truly an honor and a privilege to be the host of this Tell the Truth Thursday Power Call. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go, family. All right, so a little bit about myself. I hope you guys enjoyed that pre-call. We're going to get off into that because you have to understand that it is not about you. But just a little bit about myself before we get started on this beautiful day. This is your boy Dante Taylor, aka Mr. Gold Collector. And yes, I am reaching out to you guys this morning from a somewhat sunny Oceanside, California. It's a little unseasonably warm this morning, so that's actually a good thing this morning. But a little bit about myself again, just to let you know who I am. Some things you may not know about your brother. I am a former Marine. Yes, little guy right here. Well, cut the beard off now. Yes, I'm a former Marine. I am a published writing and recording artist. But more importantly, I am a full-time Carrot Bars affiliate. So you need to know that this business, this industry is for you because it lets you take your eyes off of you, family. You get to take your eyes off of you. I'm sorry, went too far. Didn't mean to do that. You have to take your eyes off of you. Now, just a little bit about the brother that was speaking this morning. If you don't know who that was, his name is Inky Johnson. He is a public speaker right now, but he is a former college football player. If you heard from the pre-call, he had a promising career. He had an extremely promising career. And after one play, his life was changed. His life was seriously changed. He went to the University of Tennessee, and as you see, you heard how he grew up. He grew up poor. He grew up wanting things, but more importantly, he was driven. If you heard his message this morning, this brother was a person that was extremely driven. He didn't care about everything that was going on. They talked about it, and I don't know if it was in this one, but he talked about one time where he was going to visit the school, and they said, well, they got a party at the sorority. There's a sorority party. You definitely going to want to go. He said, no, I don't want to go. He didn't want to go. He wanted to sleep in the bed because he'd never slept in the bed by himself. See, family, he was driven. He had on his blinders. He didn't look left and he didn't look right. because all he cared about was succeeding. But he thought more about himself. He stated that the reason why he did what he did because he had family that he had to think about. He had family and people that he cared about that helped him understand that no matter what he was doing, we all have personal, agendas. But no matter what you're doing, you have to understand that we have a finite amount of time. Nobody gets out of this life alive. I want you to understand that. Nobody gets out of this life alive. So what legacy are you trying to leave? What legacy are you leaving? He stated that the process is more important than the product. Mr. Best teaches us, give yourself time to succeed and give your team time to succeed. So with myself personally, I love Carrot Bars because Carrot Bars is truly, it's more than just me trying to make money. Let me say something to you. I know how to make money. I've never had a problem making money. But that was a selfish agenda. Because my ways of making money may not be the best way to make money. I had to understand that I had to get myself out of the way and understand that you have to do something that's bigger than yourself. You have to leave something. You have to leave a legacy. You want to be able to leave a legacy. A lot of people that's in this business that have stuck with this business, as brothers like to say, stick and stay, they go through the struggle. And it's not even really a struggle because we don't struggle in this. They go through the struggle and strain because they understand that it's not about them. Mr. Best he doesn't have to be on this stream this morning, but he understands that it's not about him. Mr. Dalco does not have to be on this stream this morning. He could be asleep or having breakfast with his wife and say, man, I don't have no comments this morning. I'm chilling. But he understands that it's more about himself. I mean, it's more about the people than it is themselves. Now, family, what I did do, and I realized once I started talking, I went through the overview, I went through the pre-call, and we didn't go through the overview. So again, you guys, forgive me, I thought I went too fast, but I know I talked about the pre-call, but what we're gonna do right now, we are gonna get into our overview. For you individuals that are new on the line, if this is your first time on the line, somebody invited you and they don't know, you don't know who or what's going on and you're not quite sure, what is this? What is this business that, that they invited me to? Well, family, this is for you. Now give me 1 second, we're gonna get. Okay. All righty. I'm gonna call out one of my beautiful moderators this morning. I see you, brother. So I'm gonna call you out, family. Yes, we're still getting this together, family. So this morning, what we're gonna do, this overview will be done by my brother. I'm gonna bring you in, family. The one, the only. Oops. I'm sorry. Mr. Kansu Hotep. Soon. You ready, family?
Good morning, everybody. Yes, I am ready.
Morning.
And, man, I'm thrilled. You caught me by surprise, but it's okay. I'm always on my toes, man, like a boxer. So
I know you are.
Carrot Bars overview. Carrot Bars International, an e-commerce company, has made available a simple wealth building system for everyone on the planet who is 18 years of age and over, with 3 optional ways to participate. We all, option 1, saving gold. We're all going to start here. We complete the free registration for our gold savings account and start a.
I think we lost you, brother Kansu. Okay, I think we lost you, brother, but the show must go on. So here we go, family. Option 1, save gold. We all start here. We complete the free registration for our gold savings account to start acquiring Carrot Bars gold in small increments. Carrot Bars International has made it easy by making available a feature called Auto Exchange. At Wealth Builders Worldwide, we call that pay yourself first. You set up your account to automatically exchange your paper currency for Karatbars Gold weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You simply set it and forget it, and then go back and increase it. Activating this feature allows you to automatically pay yourself first with physical gold. There are no fees of any kind. The account is completely free and takes less than 5 minutes to register. Every time you acquire Karatbars Gold, you are building your family's wealth. Option 2, save and earn. As an independent affiliate, when you save gold for yourself and share with others how to do the same, you position yourself to be compensated monthly through our unilevel system compensation plan. You are virtually in business for yourself in over 140 plus countries worldwide.
Option 3, maximize your earning potential. You may choose one of several business packages which position you to generate cash flow monthly and weekly through our dual system compensation plan. These packages are income producing assets. Some people have asked, why Karatbars? A Karatbars gold saving account gives you protection against future financial crisis and rapid inflation. It protects your hard-earned paper currency with physical gold. Karatbars International has the only system in the world where you can get free gold. Gold is a store of wealth and value and is an appreciating asset. There are 3 major benefits to Karatbars gold savings account. Number 1, you can now start saving physical gold in small increments. Karatbars International puts you in a position to build a global business from the comfort of your own home. There are significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. Wealth Builders Worldwide mission to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services. We sell people on the infinite possibility of their lives, the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up. We believe this is a noble cause. Now, if you're a guest on the line today, get back to the person that invited you to this call and let them know you are ready to open your Karatbars Gold Savings account right now.
Thank you, Brother Kansu, for that amazing overview. That's right. We're doing a tag team this morning, y'all. Y'all know WWE, we doing a tag team this morning. So thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate your help with that overview. All right, family, since I already spoke, we are going to get to our leadership, but I just want to leave you with this. How do you want to be remembered? The premise of that entire pre-call was, how do you want to be remembered? What legacy are you leaving? Mr. Best has stated that he wants to be known as the people are better because he came. Do you think about your legacy? Do you think about how you want to be remembered? Do you want to be known as somebody that quit, had an opportunity, had a serious opportunity and quit? Inky Johnson didn't quit. If you guys are familiar with this brother, his whole right arm is paralyzed. He can't use it at all, but he didn't quit. And he feels that his life has more purpose now than he did before. See, God doesn't make mistakes, family. God does not make mistakes. Don't quit. I say winners never quit, but a quitter never wins, and I mean it. Don't quit on what you have your hands on, because this is bigger than you. Don't get caught up in your money. Don't get caught up on no dual teams. Don't get caught up on any of that. Keep your blinders on, because this is bigger than you. Your family will appreciate you. Your family will thank you later. Your grandchildren, if you stick and stay with this opportunity, your grandchildren will be thankful that you didn't quit. You will be remembered as somebody who didn't quit and set up something for their family, and somebody who knew that it was bigger than them. So family, what we're going to do right now, we're going to introduce to some, bring out to the rest of the family. You guys know and love him. This brother, he's a mortgage banker. Over 15 years. His wife was 20 years a corporate trainer. They're both professionals making high income. But this brother understood that, yeah, I can do this and I can be a mortgage banker, but what type of legacy am I going to be able to leave? If I quit this mortgage banker job, my wife quits this corporate trainer job, can we will this to our children? Can my son just pick up where I left off when I want to quit? Can he just pick up and take off and be a mortgage banker? No, they understood as a couple that it is bigger than them. So now they are full-time retired Karatbars affiliates. And when I say making serious income, talking about legacy income, talking about leaving a legacy, talking about having that big picture in the living room, the real big picture, that 20-foot picture that'll be in the house 100 years later. Yeah, that's great-great-grandpa Michael and great-great-grandmama Nisha. They set us up for life. Family, let me welcome the one, the only, Mr. Michael L. Delco. Please come to the platform this morning, brother. You may be muted, sir. Okay, maybe I.
Hey, there we are. All right. Good morning, everybody. Dante Taylor, and good morning, Wealth Builders. AU. Thank you so much to the dynamic duo today, Mr. Dante Taylor. Appreciate you guys very much for getting us started off right. And great pre-call this morning from Mr. Inky Johnson. Listen, this is actually my second pre-call. My first pre-call was my daughters. They called Onisha this morning, the younger daughters, and they talked to her about Karatbars, and started a firestorm here in the house. We were just fired up that these two young people are looking at this business as not just something to do, but actually the thing to do, because they started telling us what the comparisons were between Karatbars and what they want to do with their lives. And guys, it blew us away. Literally, they were saying how when they go and look for jobs, those jobs aren't going to give them a real serious lifestyle. They were talking about how they could get jobs, but they weren't paying more than their allowance that we were giving them. They talked about how they were inconvenienced to have to drive to a job. Many of their friends are laid off now or furloughed because of this pandemic. So the convenience of being able to stay home, they walk their dog, they enjoy their life. And so Karatbars is just a better way. And I'm thankful right now that, ladies and gentlemen, we all have the solution. Get out here with enthusiasm, get on social media, pick up your phones, your text messages. Don't be afraid to share this good news with everybody you know. Fantastic call today. Brother Dante, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Michael Delco. We really appreciate you and all that you do for the team. And this is going to be an amazing day, family. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to pass the microphone over to our CEO. That's Mike. Okay. We're going to pass the microphone over to our CEO and founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide. You guys know that he always teaches us to dream big and then dream bigger. He is the published author of the Dream and other books as well. This brother's in the networking Hall of Fame. And I'm going to say this again. For you sports junkies, you're talking about Hall of Famers, you're talking about the creme de la creme. We're talking about individuals that are at the top of their game. This brother's been in the business for longer than most of you, some of you guys, I'm going to say that, longer than some of you guys have been alive. But more importantly, he is our general. Mr. Best, Mrs. Best, the Dream Team, please come to the platform this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Taylor, Team Best. What do we say? Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Taylor. How you doing this morning?
Outstanding, sister. Great to hear your voice as always.
Yes, it's great to be here. Okay, it's so beautiful out today. I said, we gotta go someplace. Bro. I don't care if it's not Friday. Okay, but no, great recall. Great call. Glad to hear everyone's excited. Let's just give it to Mr. Best, because I'm just excited. I'm talking gobbledygook.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Taylor. Great call, great call. I'm here with the whole Best family this morning. Gabriel, Vernon Best is here, Alexander Best here, and Valerie. So I got a simple message this morning, guys. I'm going to be as brief as I possibly can. But Iki just blew me away this morning because, you know, I say all the time, it's not about self. Once you can get over self, this business becomes the easiest thing you ever want to build. But I had to learn it just like everybody else. And I'm going to tell you, I've told this story before. My second function, my wife and I have hosted and attended hundreds of events in this industry. But my second one, to me, was one of the most pivotal because I had achieved this particular level and I wasn't happy with the level I had achieved. I felt like I could have done more. And I was supposed to go across stage to get that recognition. You know, the things we do every day on this power call, Mr. Taylor. I was supposed to go across stage to get that recognition. And I elected not to because I felt like it was no big deal. And I wasn't going across that stage. And, you know, that's the jockey in me. I don't need that. I don't need that. 2,000 plus people in the room. I said, I don't need that. When that recognition section was over, my sponsor came to me. He says, hey, man, why didn't you walk across stage to be recognized? I said, man, it was no big deal. I hadn't done anything. He says, one of the things you have to learn in this business. I said, what? He said, it's not all about you. When you walk across that stage, you just told all these people in this room that it can be done. And what was even more powerful, Bad, I was only 2 black folks in the whole room. Okay, and you would tell all those folks it can be done. You are that example. What I learned right then was that it's not always about me. Everything we do about this business should be about the other person. What do they see? What do they believe? And when I continue to do this business, Valerie, I continue to do this business and never quit. And finally, Valerie got free and I got free. What do we say to all those people that Iki said that we watching you? They said he did it, I can do it. It's the same happened in my household. I went to college, then my sister went to college, my other sister went to college, and then my baby sister went to college. And all 3 now sitting there with multiple degrees. Okay, people are always watching you. They're watching you, but it's not always about you. You got to get a dream bigger than self, because that's what's going to make you achieve what appears to most people be impossible when you have a dream that motivates you beyond self, because you can always quit on self. You can quit on self long before you quit on others. God bless. Team Best, what do we say? Dream. Ooh. I lost my cue.
Ooh, Team Best, what do we say? Ooh. Thank you, Mr. Best, for joining us this morning. Shout out to the entire Best family that's joining us this morning. Think about this again, guys. Mr. Best, his wife, his family is on the power call. You think you don't need the power call? Do you really think you don't need the power call? Man, come on. When you don't need the power call, that's when the power call needs you. But I'm willing to bet that you need the power call definitely this morning. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to get, before we go to the Q&A portion of the power call, we are, if I can get there, okay. We are, before we go to the Q&A portion of the power call, I do have a couple of announcements. Thank you, Sherry Brown, for doing what you do as always. This morning, family, we have some new WBW Global Directors. That's when an affiliate acquires a business package. Any business package, it doesn't matter. He or she is awarded the WBW Global Director, and that is an amazing accomplishment in itself. And this morning, we want to congratulate Brother Colin Baker Bay from East Hartford, Connecticut, and Sister Stephanie Hendon from Houston, Texas. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Now, if we don't have any moderators with any comments, what we will do right now, we will go to the Q&A portion of the power call. This is where you, if you are a guest and you got some questions, this is where you get your questions answered. What we would like for you to do is, if you are on Zoom, raise your hand. If you dialed in this morning and you have a question, you want to congratulate someone, press *9 to get into the queue. I want to thank everyone once again for joining us this morning. And with no further ado, we will get to the Q&A. First up to bat, my brother Carlito Muhammad, straight out Strong Island. You are live, family.
Day to get it right. Thank God for life and another day to get it right. This is your brother Carlito Muhammad from Strong Island, New York. Man, brother Dante, beautiful Tell the Truth Thursdays. I want to give my love and my respect to our leadership. Thank you for continuing being the bright and shining star. And just want to say, I wanted to congratulate two brothers for strengthening up Team Calfani. Once again, we got new brothers, Daryl Durant and brother Gary Muhammad, which both are right now at their computers are about to buy their multi-package, their big packages. So thank you so very much, brother Dante. Keep doing what you do. This is your brother Carlito from Strong Island. Ow.
Ow. Shout out to Calfani Radio. Congratulations on those business partners acquiring those packages as we speak. Thank you for joining us this morning, brother. Next leader in queue, you already know, it's the Gold Man. Gold Man, you are live, brother.
It's the Gold Man. Gold Man. Yeah, that's me. Peace and love, family. It's Ashar L out of Daytona Beach, Florida. Just want to lend my voice to the call, say I love you guys. And I love how this call just plays out, man. This is real life. And we are all people building. You know what I'm saying? So in building, you're gonna have some squabbles. You're gonna have some stutter steps. You know what I'm saying? You have to fall in order to get up, in order to learn. So I would just want to say we all gonna build together, family. I love you guys, and I'm just thankful for being here. So peace and love, everybody. Enjoy your team, and we will. I'm out.
Oh, thank you for joining us, brother. And one thing I want to say about brother Ashar, I was going to post this yesterday, but I didn't. But I'm going to say this publicly, brother. I'm so proud of you. Brother Ashar L, you hear him every morning on the power call. Some of you guys, when you might hear some other stuff going on in the background. This brother's at work. He's at work. You hear the machine. I'm assuming he's in the factory. You hear the machine. You hear the machine. Winners never quit, but a quitter never wins. That's what's up, brother Ashar. Thank you for joining us like you do each and every morning. Not letting nothing stop. Not letting nothing stop. What's your excuse? What is your excuse? Gold Man. Thank you, family. Next leader in queue, you are live.
Greetings, Brother Dante Taylor. This is Linda M. and Tim Scott of Killeen, Texas. And what an amazing pre-call. And the overview, I loved it. I posted in the chat. And you guys were like Mike and Kobe and Shaq with the rebounding, showing us how it's done. But the nutrition for the mission served by the Real Browns yesterday and what you offered us with Mr. Best's story today cements the fact for me that when I receive by hearing the power of an amazing life story, I no longer look at how my story or my struggle stacks up, but how successfully my action muscles are firing and keeping me fired up.
Thank you for joining us this morning, my sister. Shout out to you. Okay, that was my fault. Thank you, sister, for joining us this morning. Shout out to my partner as well. Tell him I said hello.
Hello.
Next leader in queue. Now, next leader in queue, Sister Rashida. You are live. Go ahead and unmute yourself, sister. Sister Rashida.
Brother Dante,
All right, we're gonna
the
come back
message
to you.
mute. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I kept getting a message saying unmute, unmute. So it's gone. Well, it's not gone now. So
Okay, my bad. There we go. All right, let's go to Sister Demawi. Auntie, you are live.
Good morning, nephew. I'm out here in the sunny California desert. I want to give a shout out to Team Audacity. And I want to tell everyone that those two sisters will never give up, will never give in, because all we do is win, 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 no matter what. Back to you.
Oh, wait. Platform. Thank you, Roger Williams, Big Pill, and Big Pill Laces, y'all. Thank you, sister, for joining us this morning. Love you, Auntie. Next leader in queue, 202-309. You are live.
Greetings, Wealth Builders family, the best in Delco household. Our moderator today, the gold collector Dante Taylor, made for such a time as this is Gina Askew calling from Washington, D.C., lending my voice to the call and giving a big shout out to the IT team because I'm grateful that I'm going to be able to participate in Let's Go Weekend. Everybody stay plugged in, get that gold so we can experience life and living, love and giving, $1 million a day. Continue blessings. Out.
Thank you for joining us this morning. And yes, make sure if you don't have it, make sure you get your ticket for the Let's Go Worldwide online. Make sure and promote it to your team as well. This weekend is going to be a monster. And as Mr. Best has always told us, come by yourself, which means log on by yourself, you'll learn. But have your people log on as well, that's where you'll earn. The money, I'm telling you, you want to get your people to Let's Go Worldwide online. Next up to bat, next leader in queue, my brother, Mr. 5 and 5. You are live.
Golden morning, Mr. Dante Taylor and all Wealth Builders Worldwide, Mr. 5 and 5, Christopher Chowbay calling live from Largo, Maryland. Outstanding pre-call, outstanding overview. I want to congratulate AJ Johnson, courtesy of Thad Glenn, for getting multi-package number 4. Also want to welcome, courtesy of Ryan Holly, Ryan Lowe. Also courtesy of Rollin Holly, 1 gram away. I want to welcome them to our family of gold savers. And I just want to say, look, we've come too far. We've gone through too much. All of this is just a distraction. It's all a setup for the great comeback. We here now, y'all. Let's go. 1 day at a time, 1 gram at a time, 1 person at a time, all day long. I don't know.
I don't know if Ryan and Rawlin is listening. Congratulations, Ryan. That's huge. Congratulations, Rawlin. That's his brother. New in the business. That's huge. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mr. Chowbay, for being a leader amongst leaders. Next leader in queue. I don't know which one it is. Round of us, Sharon. Come on in here, baby. You are live.
Good morning, Mr. Dante Taylor. Do you hear me?
Loud and clear, sister.
Oh, what an awesome call this morning. Thank you so much for playing that. And I just want to say, we love the leadership. They continue to motivate us and inspire us. And when they do that, that allows us to go out and motivate and inspire others. And that's our mission. That's our journey. And thank you for all you do. Love you. Have a good day.
Love you too, sis. You know, you and your husband are definitely true inspiration to myself as well. You guys took me under your wing pretty much from day one. I love you. Took care of your brother in more ways than I'd be willing to tell right now. But thank you. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys real soon. All righty. Next leader in queue, 601-896. You are.
Great.
You're muted,
All right.
601-896.
Good morning, Mr. Dante Taylor. Glenn Perkins out of Jackson, Mississippi, sir. Just a phenomenal call. You're doing an excellent job as usual. Great pre-call, great overview. I want to jump on just say thank you to Mr. Rodney Berger. What a phenomenal leader, man. I just can't say enough about him and his wife. Mr. Berger just always behind the scenes doing what he do. You know what I'm talking about. So have a great day. Everyone stay plugged in. Out.
My brother, thank you for joining us this morning. Shout out to Rodney Berger, the man behind the scenes, taking care of a lot of business for a lot of you people. Y'all should send the brother a Tim. Y'all didn't hear that from me. Next leader in queue, my sister. You are live, Sister Sonia Anthony.
Good morning, Mr. Dante Taylor. Great call today, sir. Loving this call. Love the teamwork. You know, I say it all the time. This is Sonia Anthony out of Lansing, Michigan. Let me get that out of the way. I'm sorry. But we have the greatest leadership ever in Wealth Builders Worldwide. Our self-development and our growth is priceless. You know, people are asking me, why are you on the calls? Why are you on the trainings this week? Because of the loss of my mother. But I have to plug in. There's a time I could say I couldn't do it, but I look forward to it. It's not just about me. There are so many others that need what we have. So we have to share. We got to get this out there. Everybody needs gold and everybody needs Wealth Builders Worldwide. Thank you so much, sir. Love what you're doing. Keep it up. See you soon. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sister Sonia, for joining us this morning. I've been on your call forever. Did not know about your mother as well, so want to send my serious condolences, sending prayers to you and your family. I love you. Thank you so much. God doesn't make mistakes, sister. Next leader in queue, no doubt. Next leader in queue, Brother Eric Williams. You are live, bro.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me, Dante?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, man. I'm still fired up from that call, man. Outstanding call. First of all, good morning to the WBW family, and thank you for all you do, all of our background and all of our help and support. Hey, man, one thing that stand out with me with that, man, was that process is more important than the product. I'm a firm believer in the process, man. If you do it right, they will come. Like the movie say, they will come, man. Do the process. Look at the map. It'll happen. Thank you. I'm out. Ow.
Ooh, Brother Eric, you set a mouthful right there. And that is true. That is so true. It's not so much about the product. Mr. Best teaches us, even in this business, it's not people build the business, not the products. It's the people. So it's not really about the product. It is about the process. Stick the course. Thank you, Brother Eric, for joining us this morning. Next leader in queue, my brother, Roderick Joe. You are live, bro.
Shalom, Mr. Taylor, welcome to Worldwide. This is Roderick Joe out of Grand Prairie, Texas. And my voice an amazing call. Let's go get it.
My brother Roderick Joe. Thank you for joining us this morning, brother. Okay, let's lower that one. Next leader in queue, Allison Hickson. You are live.
Yeah, Taylor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Good boy, it's your brother.
Breaking up slightly, brother. All righty. Let's go to the next caller, 706. Okay, we already had you. Danny Jones, you are live.
Good morning, Dante Taylor, man. Amazing pre-call again, brother, and I love the way you guys did the overview. passing it back and forth. I just like to lend my voice to the call, man, and congratulate one of my sponsors, Grading Crates, for getting more gold. And thanks, team. Ahoo, and I'm out.
Ahoo, thank you for joining us this morning. Yeah, me and Brother Constant, we like run DMC. We might even do a little something for y'all next hook up. Thank you, brother, for joining us this morning. Next leader in Q, Doc 53. We already know who that is. You are live, bro.
Semper Fi, Dante, Semper Fi. We are a product of our beliefs. And what we believe, or what we believe and what we think about, we bring about. And as a man thinketh, so is he. And a lack of knowledge plus a lack of vision is terminal. And the solution is knowledge and vision. Dream bigger. Ahoo.
Simplify, Devil Dog. Simplify as well to you. Thank you so much. Whoa. That went crazy. Okay, there we go. Next leader in Q, 212-876. You are live.
Taylor May, you are the man. Omar Branch, New York. Just chiming in. Just want to give a shout out to the leadership, all of the recordings, all the replays, all of the motivation. These calls are amazing. I just want to shout out Abner Cosme for never giving up. He's getting his KYCs approved as we speak after dealing with some issues, but never giving up. And love you, man. Keep up the great work. Thursdays are amazing. And I got a request. If you and Kasu do the Run DMC rendition, I got a request. Do Rockbox. I'm out.
But you know about Rockbox, bro. You said it before your time. That's one of my favorite run joints of all time. So yeah, hey, brother Constant, we might have to do something, brother. I don't know. Hey, thank you for joining.
I'm with it. Let's do it.
That's right. All right, hey, thank you for joining us. Next leader in Q, I see you, Moms. Sister CC Mahone from those two sisters. You are live, Moms.
Good morning, Dante. Great call this morning. Excellent pre-call. And shout out to the greatest team in Wealth Builders, Team Audacity. And what I remember, one of the things that was said this morning by the speaker, he said about the decision is not always about you. But I came up with, if every decision is about you, something will stop you. Back to you.
Wait, let me give you that. Something will stop you. Thank you, Moms, for that wisdom. That was powerful. Next leader in Q, my brother, Jamal King. You are live, bro.
Good morning, DT. This is Jamal King, a.k.a. King Leader 19, calling in out of Washington, D.C. Just wanted to lend my voice to the call. Shout out to all you gold gladiators all over this universe and to the King family dynasty. Yes, indeed, man. We rocking. Shout out to all of you all, man. Have a good day. Shout out to the Queen Leader. Shout out to the Princess Leader.
King Leader 19, another brother that never quit. Thank you so much. Shout out to the entire family. Next leader in Q, Mr. Lawful Money himself. You are live.
It's me. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, bro.
Peace and love, family. It's Larry Wiggins Bay. Dante, bro,
yes,
I always tell you how proud I am to be on Team Street Ministry. Ashar is Team Street Ministry. That's why we don't quit, right? That's why we all winners, right? What we started is now starting to like grow and bear fruit. You understand me? Like Mr. Best always says, it's not about what you do, it's about what you start. And that's the power of networking. And that's the power of being on a team like Wealth Builders Worldwide. Family, I love you, Dante, Chow Bay, my big brother, Marcus Slate Bay, the one that introduced me to the program. Look, everybody, all the Wealth Builders Worldwide, grow your team and we will. See y'all at these live events. And go get you some more gold, family. Like we have the solution, the antidote, the vaccine, the whole nine. Let's go, family. We got work to do. Ow.
That's right, thank you so much again. A leader amongst leaders. Shout out to Brother Shar as well. Child, baby, you already know everybody, the entire family, the entire team. We all are one team. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to MSB as well. Next leader in queue, Sister Debbie Shaw. You are live.
Well, good morning, Brother Dante Taylor and all Wealth Builder leaders. This has been an amazing call this morning. Great overview with you and Brother Kansu, and great pre-call. I just wanted to give homage and give honor to our leaders, Mr. Ty Best and Mr. Michael Dalco. And Mr. Michael Dalco, I just want to thank you for sponsoring Ms. Roz Range, who offered me this amazing opportunity with Wealth Builders. I just want to say, everyone, have a golden day. Great call, Dante. Oh, I'm out.
Thank you, Sister Debbie. Shout out to my sister, Sister Roz Range, out there tearing it up. That whole entire squad is tearing it up. Thank you for joining us this morning, Sister Debbie. Wait a minute. Next leader in queue, Dr. Earl Nixon. You are live, bro. Go ahead and unmute yourself if you can, Dr. Earl Nixon.
Thank you, my beloved brother. I'm over here steady going through my thing, and y'all can't even hear me. It's a beautiful day to be alive, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to take up a lot of time because you know me, I have a lot to say because I'm excited about where we are, who we are, and who we're with. But I would like to welcome this beloved sister, Sister Bahati L, who also has gotten her business package and she's ready to sail the seas with us. I love you all. Remember, stay. It gets greater later. I love you. Au.
Oh. Congratulations, Dr. Earl, on that package. Another brother, when I first got into business, I always say, you never know who's listening to you. That's why you need to lend your voice. I used to get excited out here, Brother Earl Nixon. Get on the power call. This is a great day in the evening. Man, I'm telling you, the power call is, man, you just got to know. You got to live it. You got to love it. Next leader in queue, Sister Edith Smith. You are live.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sister.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I'm just lending my voice to the call, and good morning to everybody. I am just so happy and blessed to be within the family of Carrot Bars. I want to say that in this time of chaos, there is always an opportunity. And for you new people that are on the line, this is your opportunity. Carrot Bars. Thank you so much, Mr. Taylor, for taking my call. Everybody be blessed. Oh.
Thank you, Sister Edith Smith. This is truly your opportunity. Now, what are you going to do with it? That's the more important question. What are you going to do with it? Seize the moment, as Mr. Best told us. Next leader in queue, Brother Probin Thompson. You are. Brother Probin, okay. Okay, got to do this for you. It's like you're on an older version. Where'd you go? Oh, wait a minute. Let me do this since I got you in here. There you go. Brother Oops. Brother Probin Thompson, you are live.
Hey, team. How you doing? This is Probin Thompson from New York. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
Very good. Very good. Great job, Mr. Dante. Great pre-call. That was awesome. Just wanted to hop on here real quick, say hello to the team. Proud to hear all the success, day to day, everybody's chiming in with some awesome results. Like I said, you can't expect to win if you're not plugged in. So rock and roll team, let's go. And everybody be prepared for Saturday. I'm out. Let's go.
Thank you, brother Probin Thompson. That's right. You better get ready for Saturday. Saturday is going to be a monster. Next leader, Sister Deborah Nixon. My girl, you are live, sis.
Good morning, Brother Dante Taylor. What an amazing call today. You always inspire us. Thank you so much. And Brother Kansu, you already know. Much love, guys. Just want to reach out and let everyone know that I'm so proud of this team in Florida. Everybody's still steadily saving gold. They're still growing their teams. They're working their business. So congrats, guys, for never giving up. And I just want to say one real quick quote. Never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. So let me say that again. Never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. And when you are in Karatbars, you cannot stop thinking about this golden family. Oh, love you guys.
Wow, Sister Deborah, gonna do it like that. Never give up on something that you think about every day. I gotta put that on. I gotta write that down. That was powerful. Thank you, Sister Deb, for all that you do. Thank you for joining us this morning. Sister Kim Fong, you are live. Can I mute you?
Good morning. How are you, Dante Taylor? Good morning, Well Builder Worldwide. My name is Kim Fong from Hampton, Virginia. It's great call this morning, and I'm just playing my voice in the call. And have a bless and keep going. I'm out. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Sister Kim Fong. Thank you so much. Next leader in queue, straight out of Lansing. Presenter, trainer, and a good friend and a good mentor as well. My brother, we call him Too Tall. Brother Gregory McKay, you are live, big bro.
Good morning, sir. This is your friend, Brother Gregory McKay, all the way from Lansing, Michigan. I hope you hear me okay. I just want to let people know it's freedom in the exchange. And just think, in our lifetime, where could you be the Joseph or the Josephine of your family? Where you can turn famine into wealth. And this is what we have here right now. Somebody has a chance to be the Joseph of their family in this day. So, hey, beautiful call today. Let me know that there's a blessing at the end of the struggle. Back to you, sir. Great call.
Thank you, Brother Gregory McKay, for joining us this morning. Free man in America. Think about this. The first gold director elite in the state of Michigan. Yeah, that's who it is, Brother Gregory McKay. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Next leader in queue, April Johnson. You are live, sis.
Good morning, Brother Dante. It's so good to hear your voice this morning. And this has been an excellent call. I got my notebook and my pen, and I just can't write down everything fast enough. But I would like to congratulate my husband, Lenny Johnson, on getting a multi-pack too. Everybody have a great, blessed day.
Congratulations, Brother Lenny. Brother Johnson, live. If you can mute yourself, Sister Norma.
Okay.
I think you're good now.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, my Dante Taylor. Good morning to everyone. That pre-call was awesome. The overview with the two was a good team. Look, I am never quitting. And I am not doing this for me. I'm doing it for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and everybody that will listen to get out of debt and be free. Y'all have a blessed day, Mrs. Bass. Thank you. You motivate me too. Mr. Bass, Mr. Delco, Miss Monisha, all of you, I love you. I love you all for pouring into me, and so I can pour into others. God bless.
Thank you, Sister Norma, for joining us. Sister Norma Gladiator. That's right, a gladiator. She's out gladiating some of you guys. She's on the call every morning. And as she stated, she's not doing this for herself. She's doing this for her legacy. Thank you, Grandma, for joining us this morning. We love you so much. Thank you, as always. Last leader in queue, Sister Edith. I see you. You are live. Sister Edith Smith, go and unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I was on, I must apologize. I was on two devices. One had dropped, and I know that I was on just a few minutes ago, but I just glad that you were able to call me back. Once again, Carrot Bars is the place for everybody to be. And since this week, Let's Go weekend was canceled, I'm looking to see all of my friends, all of my family on this super, super Saturday of Let's Go Worldwide. I'll see you all on Saturday. Aye-oh.
Aye-oh. All righty, that is going to conclude our Q&A portion of the Tell the Truth Thursday Power Call. I want to thank all of our guests, all of our leaders. I don't know if we had too many guests, but if you are on this call, you are a leader. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us this morning. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go over to our senior partners for any last words. Mr. Dalco, the floor is yours.
All right. What an awesome call. Can you hear me okay, Mr. Taylor?
Loud and clear, brother.
All right. So two things as we close out here. One is I spoke with Dr. Seitz, personal assistant, Ms. Schwellinger, and they are so excited to speak with us on Saturday. She's ahead of my schedule. She's like, send Dr. Seitz the link so that he can be ready for Saturday. I'm telling you guys, he is ready to talk to you. So go get your tickets. That ticket window will close. It's supposed to close on Saturday after the presentation, but we're running out of seats, which is a great thing. So don't let that happen. Now, we have the expansion capabilities, but not after the event has started. So please, if you're planning to attend, cast caution to the wind. Go ahead, get your tickets and reserve your seat for the event, because Dr. Seitz is ecstatic to be online with you guys live. And the second thing, Roger Williams was teaching me something. We were putting our new slides together, the new multi-goal packages, and I had a slide that said, the poor middle class, they spend first and then they try to save what's left after spending. And then Mr. Williams, when he got, and then I said, no, with the wealthy, they spend what's left after. And I called him, I said, and he started telling me. So I got busy doing my little checking out and studying about how the wealthy circulate their money. And Mr. Taylor, when I tell you, there's a wealth gap, Mr. Best, but it's not all systemic, it's not all racial or environmental. A big part of it is financial education. The wealthy put their money into things that they have stake in. Listen to this now. They don't just buy a Lamborghini, they might have stock in Lamborghini. They circulate their money. It was just astounding to read these articles where the wealthy buy a lot of stuff that they already have stock in. And that is exactly what we do here in Wealth Builders. When you buy a business package, if you're thinking, I just spent $2,000, you completely don't know what the wealthy know. The wealthy, if they are in Carrot Bars, they never say, I spent $2,000. They circulated their money in a system that they are a part of. And I said, wait a minute now, come on. Y'all gotta stop hiding this information from everybody. Y'all This is not right. You get a $4,000 package in Carrot Bars, you put $4,000 in the same system that you benefit from. That's called recirculation of wealth. And I'm telling you right now, guys, we have the greatest business model on the planet. So thank you, Roger Williams, for dropping that gold nugget on us. And now it's common knowledge. It's out there in the ether. If you need the download of the presentation, the amazing Mr. Rodney Berger put the presentation on Wealth Builders Worldwide. You go to WBW Toolbox and you go to Media Downloads, and at the bottom of the Media Downloads is our PowerPoint presentation. It's available for everyone to use. Wealth Builders is a team that doesn't hold back things and, you know, I've got the presentation and you don't. We don't play that. We want everybody to have access to the information. So amazing team. I love this team. Don't know where I would. Last thing, Debbie Tarbashaw said, did I say if I did Miss Roz Range? Thank you for saying that, but I didn't sponsor Miss Roz Range. She sponsored herself. She's a dreamer. She saw a post on Facebook. She signed up and she's been running ever since. So I want to thank Roz Range for sponsoring you, Miss Debbie Shaw. You guys are awesome, man.
Don't click out on me like that, man. Shout out to Roz Range. Shout out to everybody that sponsored themselves. Everybody on here didn't have someone reach out to them. Some of you, some of us saw the opportunity and just ran with it. Thank you, Mr. Michael Delco. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for those words as well. All right, family, we're going to go to our fearless leader, the general, Mr. and Mrs. Best. Any last words, closing comments from you?
Absolute outstanding call, Mr. Dante Taylor. My hat's off to all the folks who participated. Mr. Dalco, on the recirculating the dollar. Yeah, we have to do a live stream on that because, see, this is not a secret, folks. It's like when I work with Ford Motor Company, they expect everybody to do what? Drive a Ford. If you're getting your paycheck from Ford, they expect you to drive a Ford. You don't pull up in Ford Motor Company driving a Chevy. You won't work there long. Okay? We had this, and that's another seminar. I'm trying to tell you, and by the way, one of the things that made Ford Motor Company the powerhouse that is, now watch this, flashback. Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford, was one of the first industrialists on the planet to pay people $5 a day. He said, why? It makes no sense to have people who can't afford to buy the car. Because, see, the prevailing thought at the turn of the last century was the cars were meant for the wealthy. And Henry Ford said, no, I think everybody should have a car, and I'm going to raise the minimum wage, $5 a day, so that people can afford to buy my product. And that's what he did. And he said, you can have a car in any color you want, as long as it's black. So I'm telling you, folks, man, Ms. Doe, we got to have a talk about that, because that is what it's all about. Or you invested in the company that you invested in. God almighty. It should be simple, but it's worth the discussion. We got to do a live stream. Thank everybody. Congrats to everybody. Love for the story, Mr. Dalco, about your daughters this morning, what they understood and started to see this vision, folks. And we got so many people right now starting to see what we're all about because they're stuck home. The internet is moving like molasses, man. Everybody's online right now. Drive everybody to the 12 o'clock show. Drive everybody to the 9 o'clock show, folks. We are so excited. We got this thing. We have the solution. Team Best, what do we say? Ahoo!
Ooh, brother said it's going to smell like molasses. You got to know. You got to know. Thank you, Mr. Best. Thank you, Mrs. Best, for all that you do. And yes, make sure you get everybody to these trainings. We're into this right now. Make sure you get to the 12 o'clock training with the amazing Mr. Rodney Berger. Tonight, we got Brother Greg McKay at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You want to make sure that you're on everything. You don't want to miss not one event. Please don't miss not one event. So I want to thank you all for joining us. Again, this is your boy Dante Taylor, aka Mr. Gold Collector. You guys already know it was truly an honor and a privilege. Now I want you to right now, it is time for some income producing activities. And you know what that is? That means get your tail right back on goldrocks.info. Share this information with everyone so they can learn themselves, and then they can teach others how to do it. Let's get some outro music. Oh, before we go, yes, we just spoke on it. Make sure you see the flyer. Wealth Builders Worldwide online. Mr. Dr. Harold Constantine Sykes will be in the building. Mr. Best will be speaking. Tony DeGovea, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's speaking. Sister Cheryl Lynn, Sister Tammy. Man, we got the Delcos gonna be in the building. You guys make sure you invite everyone. That's all I can say. And
Hey,
get your
Mr.
tickets. You just heard
Hey,
Mr.
Mr.
Delco say.
Mr. Till, can I have
Yes, Mr.
one more
Best.
piece of that? I meant to comment on that. I'm sorry, I can't believe I haven't commented on the live event. Please, folks, let me tell you something. You just don't want to miss any event. You never know when an event is going to change your life. But I would encourage you this last minute also, because tickets, I mean, the tickets are selling out. The seats are going away. I would tell you, even though it's short notice, plan an event party at your house. Okay, plan an event party at your house. Get that ticket. Get 4 or 5 of your associates, blue dots, bronze dots, silver dots, gold dots. Have them show up at your house, man, and do that event. Do a live event, not just for you. Spread that thing around. Leverage what you're doing from home. If you want to have 4 or 5 people come at your house, and then you put that thing from 12 to 4, you have a little snack there, have some little crackers and some water for them, okay? And have a party. Have an event party right at your house on Saturday from 12 to 4. Is that's the one? Some people are already doing it anyway. They didn't need the suggestion, but I want to throw it out. Get your ticket. We should have thousands all around the world on that event, and it's going to be a monumental thing launching, in my opinion, launching us in this 2020, because this is really the first major event we're having this year. This is it. You want to be there, folks. A lot of special things planned. It's going to be exciting. God bless. Back to you, Mr. Taylor.
Oh, get your tickets. Throw a party. Do whatever you got to do. Just make sure that you're there and make sure that your people are there, because that's what's important. Shout out to Brother Rodney and Sister Cindy Berger. They will be doing the ASL as well. Nobody's left out. So make sure that you get all of your people to these events. Once again, this is Dante Taylor. I love you all. Thank you for joining us this morning. Get right back to Gold Rocks. It is time for a little bit past. My bad, Brother Rodney. It seems like every Thursday I have you running late. But get to Gold Rocks right now. Get ready for this presentation and invite your whole entire team. I'm out. I love you all, family. Peace.